Hey everyone, Eric TC here, and I wanted to actually express in a reflection I've had for some time now. And that's on if I had to look back at this time period, how would I define it? And my fractal way of thinking, I couldn't help but give it this perfect analogy of calling it the long spring. Now, hear me out. So, what do you think of when you think of the word spring? Some of us think of the actual season. And that is essentially what I'm referring to as well. But at the same time, too, I'm also thinking of the spiral sense of the spring that you can put a lot of pressure on. And then at the same time, too, it can release all this energy and potential out into the world. So, this long spring itself, is it long because it's held so long and it just wants to blossom? Or at the same time, too, is it because of the length of how long the spring is to condense, and then expand yet again? Both of these are correct answers. And no matter how you look at it, these are all philosophical questions at place at present. So how do we apply that, looking back at everything that's going on, even at the reality at stake? People are suffering. People are experiencing hardships. People are going through so many challenges that the very systems that they've depended on and almost has been a servant of convenience are not only at stake, but at threat of even being able to come back to the same nature, strength, and trust that they once were. What does that even place us as individuals, as a collective, a community, even as families who are trying to provide for their young, and those who having to suffer because of enforcements and laws of misunderstanding? Think of states that are saying that seeds that you can plant in the ground are not essential, yet the foods that we can't get at the grocery store that aren't getting there fast enough aren't there either. Why stifle these solutions? So we're being pressurized, and the systems, all of them, government, trust, faith, even the systems that we've built around us, your body, think about that. Your body is a unique system. Have you given it the right nutrition? Do you know what's going on with it? Or have you let it rot a bit? Or is there degrees of negligence in which you've ignored aspects? Or maybe it's the diet of conditioning. But the thing is, without forgiveness, we can't enact moment and present action. So see that right there, right then. That's the moment when you realize that you can do something. So take proactive stance. We can always revitalize soil. That is never something that is an option we could throw off the table. It is a way of being able to take what we have to work with and implement new ways of bringing life to something. It is not impossible at all, and the efforts and energy that now we're being pressurized to have within us, that we can not only see and have an idea of what's around us, but when that spring truly expands itself, where do you want to go with it? What kind of energy do you want to take that and push it towards? And at that same time, too, the very systems that are being pressured right now, if they are not able to even have the strength to withstand the pressure, and they break in the process, yet you yourself were strong enough to spring forward, what kind of world is it going to be like afterwards? So it takes the minds and hearts and passions that many of us who are willing to actually step and be the leaders and feel the fire within us to take action, not only in the local lives around us and to provide for the family, but to think so in a way that what kind of world can we shape within our own value system, within our own trust system, and within one that we can not only give our trust in, but know that over a period of time that it will be sustainable. It will be there for us. And that is what we're really challenging, not only ourselves with, but the very systems that have supported us. So if this is the long spring, and this is what we're going through, where do you truly want to let this spark you to? Will you be a part of the pressure that is caving in? Or will this be something that will blossom a brand new journey to a destination you didn't even see coming? My name is Eric TC, and I can't help but have these ideas, these concepts, and even these deep thoughts. So I propose them to you. I thank you for tuning in, and as always, we all do our part, so stay true.